So first of all, I draw a new card. I've drawn Gunslinger, which is a combat-based card. Defeat one walker within line of sight. And then if Shane's within range 2, he must exert, and I can defeat one walker within range 2. It's a good card, good powerful card, but let's see. The event cards up for this round. No red. So if I want to play that red card this round, which kind of would be nice because there's a lot of combatiness going on, I would be defiant because I wouldn't be playing a green or yellow accordingly. So that might not be a great idea. I don't want to be picking up more stress than I need to. Opportune fog. During a coordinate action, the survivor may spend 1 success to move 1 space, ignoring enemies. Neglect, each survivor suffers 1 stress. I really don't want to be suffering any more stress. Scavenging. During an interact action, the survivor may spend 1 success to knock down 1 walker in his or her space and gain 1 resource. Oh, that's really good, but there are no zombos in my space at the moment, and I don't really want to be walking into spaces with zombies. But the neglect action says, after the walker activation step this turn, all knocked down walkers in the survivor's space stand up, then activate again. Ooh, that's good, because Shane has got a load of zombos around him, so there's a good chance I could get him munched on. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm neglecting scavenging because I want that neglect effect to kick in. It might hurt me, but hopefully it won't. So we're going to be playing Opportune Fog. So I really want to play a yellow card or an amber card or whatever colour that is. And I'm going to play You Don't Want to Do This. I'm going to play that. It's a coordinate action, which gives me an opportunity to do this during a coordinate action. It also gives me a focus, and focus tokens are really useful because I've got a couple of cards that trigger off of having focus. And also I've got a success thing here that says place one of your survivor tokens in a space within range 1. If Shane is in a space with at least one of your survivor tokens, he may not perform a move maneuver. And what I really want to do, I want to pin him down here. I don't want him moving because I want all these zombies to move into his space and then all start munching him. That's what I want to do. So that is the plan, because if I can get him all eaten up, I'm a happy chappy. So that's the card that I'm going to be playing. Sorry, zombos. Right. What do I do? Oh, I should point out, the card says within range 1. Range does include diagonally. Movement, you can only move up, down, left and right. You can only move orthogonally, but range is considered on the diagonals as well. So all of the spaces adjacent to your space are within range 1. So even though he's diagonally, that is range 1. I should clarify that in case people start thinking that that he's actually at range 2 because of orthogonal movement. So yeah, let's do this coordinate action then. Yeah, let's do this coordinate action. So my coordinate is only 1, unfortunately. Or is it? My interact is 1. I think my coordinate's actually really good. My coordinate is actually 3. I get 3 white dice for my coordinate. I've got no zombies in my space, so I'm actually I'm still on 3 stress. So I am rolling 3 white, 3 black. They all go into the dice cup. Whoa! And they escape the dice cup. What have we got? Good stuff and bad stuff by the looks of things. Right, the two blanks are fine. Don't have to worry about those. That is a skull and crossbones, and on the card it says skull and crossbones raise threat by 1. That's not the end of the world. Raising the threat by 1 isn't terrible. I've got a 1 success here, And then I've got a focus. If I had a focus token, I could discard the focus token to get that, but I can't. And then I've got an exert for an additional success. I gain the focus token for free because it's in the white box. So I've picked up a focus token again, so that's good. And then for one success, it says place one of your survivor tokens in a space within range 1. If Shane is there, he's not going to be making any maneuvers this turn. So boom, that's good for me as well. I can't do the focus, and I don't want to do the exert because the second action says if Shane is adjacent to you, move him into your space. He's not, and I don't want to do that anyway because if he moves into my space, he's going to cause me some grief. Yeah, so I'm just going to let that ride. I'm just going to let that ride. The dice are out of the way. So that is my coordinate action. I still have a maneuver left. What do I want to do with my maneuver? I can move, I can hide, I can focus. I'm going to hide because there are no zombies that are immediately going to start munching on me. If I hide, I reduce the threat level by 1, which is good because I actually increased it by 1. But I also remove one of my stress tokens, which means I'm going to be rolling 1 less black dice the next time that I do an action. So that's a good thing as well. So we'll reduce that by 1, which is good. And then that actually ends my activation. So this goes away. Now, Shane, because I went for a cautious approach, Shane would normally move 3 spaces towards Rick. However, this card said that he isn't allowed to. It says if a survivor token is on his space, he cannot perform a move maneuver. Now, that's worded as if you were playing a 2-player person-v-person game and the other player wants to use a move maneuver. But I'm going to read it as also working on the AI for any AI that says that he moves. So he's just going to stay where he is. That might be wrong. But yeah, so we're just going to leave it at that, I think. So he does nothing. And then we need to resolve this. Unfortunately, I did not do this action. During a coordinate action, the survivor may spend 1 success to move 1 space, ignoring enemies. I should have done that, shouldn't I? Oh, I only had 1 success anyway, because I didn't have a focus and I couldn't exert. Yeah. Okay. So I'm immediately going to get stress back for not achieving that action. Oh well. That's a shame, isn't it? Easy come, easy go, as I said before. And now we're going to do some zombie activations. First of all, in this space, this rival is going to kill this zombie. So Shane kills a zombie. Hooray for Shane. You're a hero, Shane. And then these 2 zombies go in here. They get knocked down. These guys come up here. She comes here. She comes here. She comes here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up here. And 1, 2, 3, up here. Yeah. And up here. So with all of these zombie activations complete, all I need to do now is to resolve the neglect effect on the event card that I picked, which says, after the walker activation step, this turn all knockdown walkers in a survivor space stand up and then activate again. In a survivor space. Rick is a survivor. Shane is a rival in this scenario. My carefully constructed trap, the noose that I was tightening around Shane's neck there, has been undone by some wording on the card. If this was if I was playing this as the person-v-person scenario, so that I actually had an opponent playing Shane, then that indeed would have been a very good trap that would have got him in a lot of trouble. But he's not a survivor, he's a rival. He's classed as a rival. His card actually says rival on it for this scenario, which means this card isn't going to affect him. Oh. So anyway, well these would be stood up anyway, but they don't get to activate a second time. There's no characters no zombies on Rick's space, so Rick's fine. And Shane's just going to chill out with his zombie buddies for a while. I've also just noticed that these guys that moved in this way, they should have moved up because of the equidistance ruling and having a direction chosen by the map cards. This map card, which was prioritising up and down movement. Oh well. Okay. Right. Well, that's throwing a cat among the pigeons, because that's kind of ruined my cunning plan somewhat. I was hoping that Shing would have a second exertion by the end of this turn, but he is not. At least there's loads and loads of zombies all around him, so you know that's not a bad thing. I'm just going to run away now and hope that they eat him. And that ends the turn. Obviously, I still haven't achieved my objective of killing Shane, so this playthrough will continue. I hope people are finding it interesting. I'm leaving it here for today. I'm gonna wrap it up because it's probably running quite long already. But yeah, so I hope people are enjoying it, and I hope people are interested to see what's going on here. If not, and nobody's watching, then I guess I'm just playing games and talking to myself, and there's not really anything new there for me. So bye everybody, bye bye.